This girl was being bullied, but none of her classmates dared to step in and help. Not even her only friend, Jack, could bring himself to do anything. He just stood there, frozen. A few days earlier, Jack's class had a new student. The new girl happened to sit right next to Jack. She smiled at him, and Jack couldn't help but smile back. Jack had always dreamed of becoming a superhero, of fighting evil in the world. But his classmates and teachers didn't understand him. Only the new girl seemed to get him. And just like that, they became friends. One afternoon, Jack saw a few boys bullying the girl, but he couldn't bring himself to step in. Instead, he pretended he had just arrived. Jack watched as tears filled the girl's eyes, but he couldn't do anything. He imagined what it would be like if he were as strong as the heroes in his comic books. One morning, Jack sneaked into his father's room and took something from his clothes. The girl did the same, grabbing his father's gun. Together, they slipped away unnoticed. Jack used his father's money to buy things for his classmates, becoming their hero. But still, they ignored the girl. So Jack took her out to movies, to the amusement park. In those moments, Jack told her that, just like the heroes, he would sacrifice himself to protect his friends. One afternoon, Jack overheard the girl being bullied again, but this time, he stayed away, watching from a distance. He couldn't step in. The girl's eyes filled with pain as she stared at him, hoping he'd help, but the bullies threatened him, warning him to stay away or he'd be next. After that, no one wanted to be around the girl, but sometimes she still came to Jack, holding new comic books. Jack, however, felt fear, too scared to even talk to her anymore. Then, one day, the girl walked through the crowd and greeted Jack, but Jack was too afraid to answer. He even told her to go away. The girl asked, "Aren't we friends?" Everyone around them went quiet. Jack looked at his classmates, wishing he could be the hero who helped the girl, but he was still too scared. He couldn't admit they were friends. The girl couldn't hold it in anymore. Tears streamed down her face, and slowly, she raised the gun in her hands.